Surprise, this isn't an art stream like the last 15 streams or so. Also, not on a Wednesday, which is unusual for me. But that's because today's a special occasion. And also because it's been like, holy crud. It's been like, probably less than a year, but it might as well have been a year since I've actually played Darkest Dungeon 2 on this channel. And it's also been several months since I played a game in general, which is something that I've meant to do anyway. So here we are once again. And it is a special occasion today, because just like last time, somebody came out of the Shadow Realm. And that was our favorite kleptomaniac friend. This time around, it is unfortunately not the Houndmaster, so I'm not as happy as I could have been, but still pretty happy. Let's see. Right. What I want to bring up for... Okay, first of all, I need to get that out of here. Oh, hey, Searchy. Welcome back. Thanks for popping in almost instantly. And it is all good that you were not here for the last few streams. It was still all fun and games and well and good. I will save that little pop-up I had at the top left for later. I'll have this little guy down here as my honest, genuine reaction to the awe that I am about to witness. And also I'm going to be... And also the little V2 model is going to be down here and dimmed because that's not the focus of today. In fact, it's not even the upgraded version like I said I want to do. First thing is first though, we gotta complete this current confession as it is called now, as these runs are called. And to... Oh, oops. Okay, I guess I'm starting over. That run was about to, you know, bite the dust anyway, so whatever. Might as well take a quick look at what could have been. Things are actually going really dang well with, I think, the King's Court, this team is called. That is until we got to the Oblivion Gate, might as well just call it that, at the very end. Oh, and we even killed the Harvest Child too, which is unfortunate that that's going to be completely undone, but there should be more than enough candles to get the new guy at the very least. Okay, bye. Stream's over, everyone go home.
Learn from each attempt.
Joking, of course, but I hope that, wait.
And victory will come.
Okay, I hope my voice isn't drowning out the game too much. Please let me know if the audio balancing is okay.
Beyond the reach of this tenebrous malignity.
I was honestly doing nothing, same, to be honest. Be as honest as you are. Because usually for me, it's just finish up work and then just chill for the rest of the day. Either play a video game, draw something, go on a run or whatever, ride my bike somewhere. Just, my schedule is completely up in the air when the usual work obligations are out of the way. And that's completely okay. Anyway, what the crud are we doing? Main objective. Where is he? Show me. It is him. It is the man. It is the Kickstarter character. Oh, he's unlocked from the start. Right, you don't need to spend anything. Might as well dump everything I've got. Actually, no, I still need to... Actually, yeah. Hang on. Hang on a second. Let's get his first trinket at the very least. Maybe not his first trinket, but his first path. Maybe not his first path, but spending some of these other candles on just whatever the crud.
Tools of iron. Such implements will serve us well.
I do nothing after I'm done homework and studying. That's fair, to be honest. As long as you retain what you've learned in the best way you can.
To recall a thing is to make it real once more.
Should probably also disclose that I still have not beaten this game. I've gotten to the fourth act. I've gotten to the fourth act final boss, as well as phase 3 of it. But that's as far as I've gotten. I have never seen the final boss, or I guess the final ×5 boss, the Act 5 boss. I've exercised restraint in spoiling myself on that. Alright, you know what? Let's just get everything. Why not?
More light, a little more strength.
Everything that I can at the very least. Yeah. That's actually pretty good. Surprised I didn't get that earlier.
Look to those who have known fear and failure in ample.
Alright, before I spoil myself any further, let's just jump right into it, as they would say.
Or into the maelstrom, in search of what hope yet remains. Indistinct and ill-lighted. No comfort awaits you here.
Do I dare go all in and make this like an actual attempt at Act 4, or should I just like... nah, we're here for the abomination. But then again... Actually, yeah, we're just here for the abomination. To be completely honest, and maybe the Kingdoms Gate mode if I can get around to that, depending on how long the stream is going to be. At max, it's going to be at least 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Spend our days rambling the woods, talking excitedly of esoteric theory and ancient mysteries. The crossroads.
The academic's name is probably Matt or something. Show me. There he is. And I'm gonna be completely honest. Actually, let's see something first. I doubt they carried this over. Yeah, no, they didn't.
This vagrant is more dangerous than he seems.
They dropped the whole, the abomination being with religious heroes thing quite a while ago. How funny would it be, though? Hang on.
Making peace with adversity is the very essence.
Yeah, I knew there would be a dedicated name for it. Me and my friend just played Roblox and played this card game. I remember back in the day, there were several different card games on Roblox that I played, and also playing Roblox in general. I remember back in the days when I actually thought the site wasn't going to heck in a handbasket. When it wasn't holding itself captive by capital, you know what I mean? But nowadays, it's just natural disaster survival is a guilty pleasure of mine, and that's about it. Nothing else. Well, that's a story for another day. I'm honestly super tempted to just do this. What else can we get, though?
An undying blight upon the soul.
Actually, before anything else, what exactly excuse me? Excuse me? I guess his transformation, I mean, what? I didn't say anything. I guess his special thing is not revealed in here. And also, he's not nearly as effective in rank 3, unfortunately, as he is in 2nd rank. So for just this once, we're gonna probably just throw in just random generic, maybe not so generic, but just all around people that you could throw into any team.
Save a burning will to survive.
Very clever how they don't reveal exactly what the deal is with him at the very start, though.
indiscriminate science stains the surgeon's hands.
Oh, well, that sucks. It's not bad, though. We might be here for just a little bit as I sort everything out. Mobile fighter who supports allies while eroding enemy defenses at range. Okay, well maybe this kind of spoils the surprise, but whatever. Savage beast who deals and capitalizes on bleed at great personal cost. So glass cannon, you would probably say. Have you heard of Squid Game? It's kind of hard to miss Squid Game, to be honest. I have not looked into it though. Looked into like actually watching it. Rampaging creature fueled by the crushing weight of stress. I guess you could say another type of glass cannon. What would a mental glass cannon be, I wonder? Wait a minute, hang on. Ooh. With this path here, you might actually be viable with the Black Sheep team. You know what? Yeah, let's do that instead. Everybody out.
Metal and man. Soldier and sword. Forged in the fires of war.
You know, I think I know what sounds so off right now with the audio. I think I might have the music up a bit too high, or the voice is too low. Oh, this is fun. Call this a negative quirk? He's probably gonna be mean to his friends, though, is the only thing. Just like the Abomination is. Okay, this kinda sucks. This is worse than Kleptomaniac. What the crud, man? Oh, whatever, we're gonna live with it. This honestly is pretty much the exact same team that I had last time, except we have a literal demon instead of a metaphorical demon.
Long after the final chord has been struck.
To be completely honest, a lot of these paths for Mr. Baldwin there are kind of situational in a way. So you know what? I think I'm actually just gonna go completely pathless, if you will, except for the one that's absolutely essential for this team to thrive, and because we're just gonna be babysitting BIGBY all day. Also, Searchy, please let me know if, please let me know how the audio bouncing is. Because my mic audio is going into the red a bit much, and I'm worrying that, I might be drowning out the music a bit too much, or the actual game. But now that that is said and done, let us begin. I didn't even know that was an achievement. You probably didn't see it because my big fat head was in the way, but it was an achievement for making the Abomination go with 3 religious heroes, which is pretty hilarious. It was called Sacrilegious.
The winds whip more harshly on the far side of the brook.
There we go.
You see, even your valley is not immune to the spreading stain.
Probably should have checked how quick this man is. Surprisingly, about as slow as everybody else. But we are still going first at the very least. And I completely forgot to check in and check out what skills we want. Okay, but I forgot how this game works, and thankfully we have all of them still. I would say your voice is a little bit too loud. That's pretty much it. Okay, let me remedy that for just a second. I'm going to turn my voice down a little bit and turn the game up. There, now we're both at -2 decibels. Hopefully that evens it out a bit. Wow, he straight up cannot even transform yet. Interestingly. Oh, crud. Oh, I should have probably considered that. The fact that these skills are going to move him back and forth. First kill of the night, though. You know what that means? You know what that absolutely warrants? I'll save that for later. I'll save that for if we get to the final boss. Wham. Reynold, I'm afraid you're not really going to be able to do anything whatsoever back here, because I forgot to give you Holy Lance. He can do this though, which is very handy for Baldwin, that I completely forgot he had with his default path. Wait. Thank you for the input, by the way. I should have said. Okay, that's just cheesy. Very unusual for Baldwin to go first, of all people. There you go.
We are the flame, burning brightly for all the world to see.
Alright, cool. I'm guessing he gets his transformation ability way later, until we actually approach Shrine. I want to try to use this skill a lot more often, because there's so many situations where I wish I had it, and then I just don't. So let's try it. And let's give Reynold that, because he's gonna need it with this guy in back of him. Yeah, that should do it, at least for now. This makes me want to play the Darkest Dungeon because it seems fun to play. It is pretty fun, at least half the time. The other half is absolute just pain, misery, suffering, every single adjective that you can think of that is negative. But in a good way. And besides, it's not happening to you, it's happening to the people that you control with your life.
Planning and mindfulness. as vital to survival as sharpened steel.
So take with that with what you will. Or however that saying goes. Highly recommend it though.
Fair, but fairly priced.
So I would absolutely recommend starting with the first game, just so that you get a feel for it, because the first Darkest Dungeon and the second one are actually very, very different in how the resource management works. I mean, it is called Darkest Dungeon. Yeah, you can't exactly go wrong with such a marketable name like that. You know what I mean? Alright, what the crud are we doing? We're not getting any flames, obviously, because I'm not a wee-wee, nor am I a masochist. That being said, I've never actually used one of these before. I'd like to try it out sometime. Road gear, luxury gear, and and scouting gear. Wait a minute, this is new. When using, I'm guessing this was added in the DLC. I'm using cat food, which I guess is the closest thing we can get to the Houndmaster's puppy. Oh wow. I have no idea how you're supposed to get cat food, so I'm gonna pass on this for the time being. And probably get whatever benefits the most from road gear. Or luxury gear. Well, maybe not luxury gear, because that's just yeah, that one. Yeah. Let's go with the slime. How do you... There you go. And let's just... I'm not going to be able to get all these. It's the only thing. You know what, actually, let's do this instead. This is gonna wreck our inventory space, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Ooh, hold on a second. This might be good for Baldwin up in the front. You know what? Yeah, let's try these. I think those would be fun to play with. Let's buy all the booze we could possibly get. And a bit of that, why not? We'll give that to BIGBY just so we can see what he can do.
To ease the rigors of the road.
Ah yes, cat food. It's 5% chance of bleed and literally nothing else if you don't have the cat equipped. That's pretty funny. And I would like to experiment with this in the future, but for the time being, I'm mainly focused on just what BIGBY can do.
The means of mastery.
The memes of mastery, indeed. Oh, crud. Ah, man. I realize that this is probably... the skill with this current path... Ah, crud. Great. I can't even change it anymore, either. It's probably not going to be the most effective without someone like the Plague Doctor. So let's just start with the basics for the time being. Imagine you will be very effective with this, especially since it marks, and Baldwin is going to need marks, definitely. You could also pull off stuns if he wombo combos with Reynold and his skill here. That might be worth taking. You know what? Yeah, sure. I just can't decide what to spend that on, so might as well give it to the guy we're playtesting right now. Not playtesting in like, this guy was released too early to be good. Playtesting is in like, my first time experience with him. We're gonna save that for later. But for the time being... Wait, that was new. Hang on a second, show me that again. Okay, there was a pop-up there that I haven't seen before. I love cats, especially my friend's cat, Waffles. He's very cute and chill. I imagine with a name like Waffles, how would not your cat be cool and chill like that? Yeah. Yep.
It cannot fight, but perhaps it can calm.
Alright, how do we want to do this? This way is how we want to do this.
City.
Let's go.
Another inferno of mutilation and madness.
In this stagecoach, you just see 3 zealous religious warriors on a holy adventure, and then there's that one guy.
Behold.
That one guy who looks like he spends his entire day programming at a computer all day.
And a flame.
Or something like that. Something Sebastian Stardew Valley joke. This way. I also did want to talk about, since I am playing a game again, I put a little top hat on him and now he was a little gentleman. I'm surprised you... Ooh, hold on. Okay, I was gonna say, I'm surprised you have a top hat that small to fit a cat. That's very adorable. Second of all, it is time. I was once a scholar in an insatiable curiosity. Yeah, let's get everything out of here for just the occasion. There I go. I'm now invisible. Let us enjoy.
Abomination. Chapter 1. A Night on the Moor. He cursed himself as the blood leaked from his mangled shoulder. The rumor-haunted moor had promised a trove of rare nocturnal flora and fungi. But he'd been a fool to venture so far without a guide. The beast had pounced without warning and left him in a bad way. Gripping his wound and gritting his teeth, he stumbled toward home under the moon's wide, pitiless eye.
Surprised you're not dead. We should suppose we should be thankful that you're not dead. Where is he? There he is. Beast's Bile. There we go. There's a blight skill. There's the blight that was absent from the team. Maybe we didn't need Paracelsus. Let's see. Welcome, Leonardo Serpero. Leave me searching darkest dungeons. Not fun. It is a maddening experience where survival is just a petty notion in an attempt to have a glimmer of hope. What is entertaining? Indeed it is. Everything he just said is absolutely true. Sounds like a nightmare to be a character in. Yeah, that's a fair assessment. Read my words, I completed the game and attempt to play on Blood Moon difficulty. I have also beaten the game as well, the first game. Only once though, in a completely unmodded game. I have not attempted Blood Moon difficulty though. I attempted Stygian once. I didn't get very far because I just kind of gave up after the first hero died, like anybody would. But maybe I'll try again someday.
Though decidedly inconvenient, at least we know what's coming. The loathing whispers.
Oh yeah, because this is only the first act, because I am not sweating with this at all. We actually don't need to beat a boss at all. To beat the final boss. Give us that sword right now. We might have just got something even better, or at least Reynold has. Ayo? The Void really shared its madness with me. That sounds to me like you ran into a shambler after running out of torches. That's just my assumption, though. Now, I would love to use this trinket, but Baldwin probably wouldn't. Or would Junior. Bigby and Reynold might be fine, but those two are kind of important to be grounded where they are. Especially since Baldwin has that one trinket that locks him in place now. Also, please let me know if the audio is still... Hey, what do you know? Yet another shrine. We haven't even gotten into combat yet. Great work on the shoulders of greater folly. Let us once again embrace and listen. Pure silence, as if watching a movie. There again. Now I'm invisible.
Chapter 2. The Antidote Elusive.
And I forgot some of these are actually have some gameplay.
Wore no fever. Instead,
Like toxic. Need to cure it quickly. I see how it is. This is a guessing game, you say. Maybe not a guessing game, just do the right combination and then try not to die. So you gather ingredients, prepare remedies, and consume concoction, which I imagine is the last thing he's gonna need. 40 health though, so we probably can't even fail this. Burgess Dungeon is entertaining to watch, but now I'm considering playing it. I'll probably watch the gameplay. That's a fair assessment. Fair assessment to watch somebody else try something before diving in yourself. Because as they themselves would probably play, and as I would also say, the game is not particularly for everyone. Uh-oh. I probably should have been wiser with my selection here. Or we can keep going. Let's grab some of this. Whichever one relieves the most stress. Probably gonna have to use this first though. Okay, I see how it is now. It more or less is a guessing game. Maybe? Okay, please don't die. Okay, well that at least buys us some time. Unless of course this is one of those memories that you're supposed to fail. Because those are quite common. Unless maybe you're supposed to grab one of everything. Which hopefully he can pull off in time. This is not the exact same thing that I did at first, though. I feel like we are about to embrace a Sisyphus situation. Unless... Cured? Question mark?
Delivered imperfectly. He collapsed in agony on the stone floor of his laboratory, racked with violent spasms.
Ah, yes. Good cure. And a good skill, too. Probably his most used skill in the first game. Yeah. Alright, let's see if we can actually get into a combat battle so that you can see what the game is actually like, Searchy. Before you decide to jump into the abyss, into the void, into the hexscape that is this game. I want to keep this stream PG, family-friendly, clear.
To the fire, their flesh melting like candle wax.
Hello, unfamiliar face. Okay, no, you can't sell things. Not unlike the last game. Not that we could even afford anything either. Except for maybe 2 of these. And that should be good. Holy crud, we've already gone 31 minutes without fighting anything. Except for the obligatory first battle.
Facing oblivion, these folk have kept their honor. Have you?
This was very, very properly timed, at much to the chagrin of these other 2 weirdos here. But we could definitely use that light.
The loathing howls.
Also, we should probably do something about this, because this is very quickly getting out of hand. Something about the loathing. We actually helped 2 groups of people before actually fighting anything. Don't know why these 2 are acting so uncharacteristically bloodthirsty. But might as well take the... Everyone's gonna hate each other by the end of the first inn, but... I don't like losing out on light. Alright, now here's an actual battle. Here's something to actually keep us entertained, if you will. Hello. Thank you for resisting both of those, because that could have been bad. Oh, really? Ooh. Ooh, this path is nice. That flush stress is a bit iffy, though. But still, pretty neat. Doesn't move him around either.
strength dwindles.
Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that blindness. Easiest way to do it. Oh crud, I just realized that this little NVIDIA overlay is in the bottom right corner. Which is kind of annoying. Now that everyone's seen it, you cannot unsee it. Sorry, not sorry. Wait a minute, what? The crud? This is slightly different with this path. Didn't even consider that. It probably would have been a good idea to not have him choose a certain select path as his first time, honestly, but oh well. Live and learn. Assuming we do live by the end of this. Who is to say? Hee. Okay, well that's gonna last like 2 seconds. Yeah. Why?
Agony by accumulation.
It just occurred to me, hang on, wait a second. This targets everyone, doesn't it? This targets the entire... Oh no, wait, no it doesn't. I don't think it does, at least. It'd be cool if it did, but... also kind of mega powerful. Wonk. That should be the end of that.
Lenity. Grace. Small acts that drive back the darkness.
Oh hey, Star Butterfly.
The past
Welcome
is
back.
gone. Let it die.
Welcome back to not another art stream for the first time in like 3 months or so. And also a stream that's not happening on a Wednesday for the first time in also 3 months. Alright, here we go. This is what we were waiting for the whole time. How are ya? I'm doing good. Actually, funny story about today. Funny work story for today. Completely unrelated to what we're doing here and now. But the first half of work today was be honest, we were barely able to do all that much. So once we finished up there, we actually moved on to a completely different work site. That was a much smaller project. Much smaller project than the one that we were currently working on, and we managed to pull that off in like less than an hour when we thought we were going to be there for the rest of the day. So we were pretty happy about that. So we then just we celebrated for a bit, and then right before that was the quarter of the day that was good. The last quarter of the day was not so good, because when I went to go to my car, the battery died. And it took us many, many hurdles to fix it. That were very annoying. So that's the work story of today in a nutshell. At the very least, it broke down right next to an AutoZone, so you know. So what do you think of the Abomination for a buy? It is a bit disappointing for me. That honestly was mostly the same sentiment that people had about him for the first game, because he's very tricky to use, is the thing. Because his regular old human skills are very limiting and not very diverse, I guess you could say. And his B skills are powerful, but they make everyone else freak out, which is just which can get really tiring to manage. Sorry to hear that the current had to deal with that, but I'm glad that you had a good part of the day. Thank you very much. And I hope that in the end, the whole car trouble has been sorted out. And I'm really glad that it actually wasn't the first time that has happened. Because if it was, then I'd probably still be back there panicking, my mind off. But thankfully, the guy that I was working with today, he was super mega cool and let me use his vehicle with jumper cables. With jumper cables that I had to literally run to the opposite zone to get, because I didn't have them prior. So, at least I have those now. What are we doing here? We're doing a bit of... Yeah. Crud, I forgot Reynold was not going to be able to move at all. On the topic of cars, though, I would like to say it would be absolutely amazing to move to somewhere that isn't so car dependent someday. Yes, I have been watching quite the amount of not just bikes lately. The channel on YouTube. Can I give you these? Not that it would have mattered because you probably could just walk to this one anyway. Or you can do a bit of this before it does anything. Or you could just like not and it will stay there. Right. If we can get rid of this guy, though. But at last, in Darkest Dungeon 1 is more easy to manage the stress. In Darkest Dungeon 2, with the max is 10, you are limited to the use of stress healing skills. That is true as well. Because... yeah, that's the thing. That's another thing to consider. At least when comparing Darkest Dungeon 1 and 2, is that the two game designs, overall game designs, are very, very different. So they have a lot of chances to redo his overall design in this game, which I imagine they attempted, especially with the multiple hero paths. Why? Oh crud. Oh, that's not good. Oh, stealth is annoying. Was in the first game, and is even more annoying in this one. Yeah. That's always welcome, though. And there is also a quick remedy to stealth. Hehehe. Looks like a fun and interesting game, and a little scary at the same time. I thought the exact same thing when I first learned about this game when I was a whole lot younger. It just seemed very, very dark, brooding, and intimidating to me. And I also, just one look at it, I always thought that it was like, that it would be an M-rated game, but surprisingly no, it's only rated T15. The game reminds me of a hard rock music video, I don't know why. I imagine that hard rock video had a very similar art style to one that this game uses. This guy is not allowed to do anything not while this token is active. But then again, we might want to get rid of this one too. Let's see what happens first. Oh, crud. Okay, I guess this one's getting the massive hit in, unfortunately. Light. At least that one isn't exploding.
Variable,
this is gonna suck though.
easily
Ouch.
resolved.
I didn't give Reynold the healing skill. But all well. Yeah? No. Better not go first. Wasn't talking to you, Baldwin, but I will accept it nonetheless.
A small reprieve from this carousel of horrors.
Ouch. That is not a normal or healthy amount of bleed. So let's not take any more chances. The thing with Darkest Dungeon is that it's very difficult until you learn how to play properly. I mean, even what you learn, it will still be difficult, but you will manage many situations better. That is true. But also, another thing I realized over the years that kind of stings in a way. It stings depending on how you play the game. If you play the game becoming very, very attached to your people, to the characters that you control, then it can be very, very overwhelmingly frustrating at times, because some of the bosses literally depend on you just throwing a group into the meat grinder and then seeing what happens. Unless, of course, you have some kind of wiki at your disposal, but not everyone's gonna have a wiki because, like, first of all, that needs an internet connection, and secondly, what about the people say, playing on consoles that don't have access to, or don't want to access that kind of information, don't want to spoil themselves, or just cannot spoil themselves? That's the only thing. Especially a certain Darkest Dungeon expedition. I'm sure you know which one I'm talking about. The one that's literally just a giant maze. If you don't have, I will admit, the first time I went through there, I did have a map. I did have a map because I didn't want to slam myself against a wall. Okay, what the crud did we get from that, and what are we doing? That's nice, except we're in the sprawl, so not as much. Stained items equipped. Oh, hold on a second. 1 speed per turn. If you start the turn with less than 8 speed, add a positive token. If you start the turn with less than 12 speed, you remove the... Holy crud. Wow. This is actually very, very good unless you're already a pretty dang slow character, which all these people are. But still, I'm gonna give that to BIGBY so that he can hopefully benefit the most from it. Very ironic to give the Abomination a bit of anti-venom.
At last, respite within reach.
Yeah. Wait a minute, we don't go straight to the mountain after this, do we? Or do we still have another expedition to do?
Even more,
Or a
perhaps,
region to do?
for the restless soul.
Please be... Okay, it's not Kleptomaniac. Well, this is nice. That is very nice, actually. Especially on BIGBY. That's meh, that's whatever, but also very funny. Yeah, with all the Darkest Dungeons, I did the same because I didn't want to lose characters that I grinded hundreds of hours for. Exactly, that's the only thing about the game. A lot of indie games share that quality of you need to have like a proper wiki open at all times in order to really play it and not be frustrated with it, which to me is, or I guess to a lot of people, is maybe a double-edged sword. Because my favorite game of all time, Terraria, of course, it can be described as a wiki game. And what the heck is this? Packet of salt, you say? That's not a familiar token. Slimes. Oh. Oh, that's part of the new region. To ruin the experience, but even with the wiki, the dark dungeon can be very difficult if you are not lucky or make mistakes. That is true as well. Even if you know what you're getting into, the late game areas in the first game are horribly unforgiving. But not like in an unbalanced way, in a, yeah, this is the end of the game and you know it kind of way. And that's not bad. I like that. That's just how it should be, you know? Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this thing, because just so that I'm not tempted to use it.
Learn what can be taught, that you may stand just a little taller.
Might as well get that in
end.
here. And might as well fix this too. Not gonna be spending any baubles on anything, is the only thing. Wait, can we go to the...
Consider
No, we
your
can't,
position
unfortunately.
and plan accordingly.
Oh, we're gonna need a lot of glimmers of hope, though.
A bit of comfort on the road to damnation.
And that's pretty much everything we can get at the moment. That's what I was afraid of. Yeah, it's far too late to switch out his path, unfortunately. Because the moment you get to the second inn, it's not happening. You know what? Yeah, let's get this. Because there are going to be stealthy things around here. Like how it was in the last Oblivion Gate. And let's just get that, just to be safe. I think that should do it. Alright, yeah. That was good. It was cool and good. Don't think we're gonna need this, but I'll give it to Baldwin anyway. Please? Thank you. Good that you didn't get stressed out from that. It made things just a little bit more tricky. Also, I probably should have invested in getting a whole ton of whiskey. I can get at least one here to repair people's relationships. Show me that. Okay, here we go. This is very handy. I like this. And so does everybody else. Just so that you don't have to keep opening and closing menus to see who's friends with who. This does look a bit confusing at first, but let's do a bit of that. These two were lovers in my last run. Take that information with what you will. Alright, we are good to go. Don't know how y'all play these games so well that I can't even play older Mario games without dying in the beginning a bunch. Well, to be fair, this game and Mario are very different. Also, everyone's gonna hate each other, unfortunately. All because of those disagreements from earlier.
The slowest and deadliest poison of them all.
Okay, well this isn't all that bad, because Baldwin was gonna be blind anyway. This is kind of annoying though. And it's pretty bad. Yeah.
Cruelty and callousness have claimed dominion
That's
here.
annoying, and that's also kind of annoying as well. They're gonna take more damage, but at least they're not limiting their damage output. Well, we have hit exactly 1 hour into the stream.
War. Rewards only. Resignation.
What's the plan here? I know exactly what the plan is. Ow. That's the only problem with that. Oh well. Learn how to sooner or later, but until that happens, yeah, it is very frustrating. Just like real life.
We must understand the past if we are ever to be free of it.
Your accusations were surely fantastical nightmares. Alright, movie mode time.
Chapter 3. The Tower. The weight of iron shackles roused him from his catatonia. The Inquisitors declared he'd been found covered in blood, hunched over a freshly mutilated cow. He argued his innocence, but any protestation was cut short by a contemptuous blow. He was, they decreed, possessed, and by lash or by rack, the demon would be driven out.
So you're saying they thought he was sus, if you will. What is this? This wasn't in the last game. Oh wow. It's actually pretty good though. I'll take that. Advice: have multiple teams, never rely on one team. And one repent if... Oh, I didn't catch that in time. Oh well. And thankfully he is also able to actually use it. Same advice, having multiple teams, one team. Same advice can be said about games like XCOM as well.
This world's cruelty.
And in fact, is probably the only way you really can play viably, because people are going to get stressed out nonetheless, and they are going to need time off. More composition is the better, even though the expended can be a lot sometimes. Hope we don't want to steal from these people. That'd be very... Even though the expensive money can be a problem. That is, yeah, another thing. Yeah, shut up. Let's help them. We need that armor for the stagecoach anyway. I do remember one thing, I do remember one review for Darkest Dungeon 1. Don't remember who it was from. I don't think it was like from Total Biscuit. It might have been from Total Biscuit back in the day, or something like, or someone like that. But I remember they said that the more you play the game like a soulless, just corporate overlord that focuses on nothing but money over your people's well-being, the more you will succeed in Darkest Dungeon 1. That's just their words, though, not mine.
Toll on wheel and axle both. Hold fast.
We might just finish BIGBY's entire backstory in this in a single run. Don't know if we're gonna make it to the mountain, but still would be pretty cool. And if we did make it to the mountain, then everyone's probably gonna be in horrible condition. Hopefully not horrible enough to not be able to beat it though. One last terrible truth yet to learn. Movie mode time.
Chapter 4. Mark of the Beast.
Mark of the Thief. Very good series, highly recommended.
The hooded acolytes were
Hi Damien, how you doing?
torturer. The order had sent its most rabid dogs to exorcise the demon.
Except of course his name is not actually Damien. It might as well be Damien. This is Damien, you can't change my mind. Things are gonna get spicy here, I can already tell. Let's see, stun when a target is comboed. Sounds good. Let's do it on this one. Ow. Yeah. Yeah, that's Damien. You still cannot change my mind. Okay, I was kind of pseudo-joking, but I mean, that just confirms that at this point. Might need to... I'll save that for another turn. Yeah, that guy's Damien. He is everywhere because, you know, he literally can't die. So might as well just throw him everywhere. Hate to do this to you, pal, but you seem to hurt the most. And you're about to do something bad, too. Oh, wait, he didn't even... Is that the right skill? I don't think that was the right... That was not the right skill. Oops. Crud. I might have done a slight goof. But if I'm being completely honest, I don't think Mr. Bigby here was meant to make out of this one alive. As per his comic. Okay, let's try this, not like that. Let's just... bodies off the board strategy. Ow. That's not good. Oh, crud. I probably should have been focusing on this one back here. Yeah, you. Get over here. Stop yelling at me. Didn't really consider that. Now I'm assuming... Holy crud. Yeah, that pretty much confirms it. Here we go.
One last howl. One final scream.
Freaking BFG division starts playing. Let's do this. Hate to kill you, Damien, but I mean, what's probably going to happen again for the second or third time anyway. Wait, my problem was that in the comics, the Abomination kills all his torturers. Well, I mean, that's kind of that looks like what he's doing exactly right now, if I'm being honest. I know that Damien is very sturdy, but I don't think he can survive being teared down by monsters of 2 meters. Well, you'd be surprised that because, you know, if not even death herself can take him. As per the lore. I should not have done that. I should be focusing on the ones that don't stress him out. So you know what? Yeah, get over here. Okay. Save Damien for last. Might as well give him that honor. Stop yelling at me. Hello, old friend. How hilarious would it have been if I did take Damien on this expedition? Kinda sad that I didn't if I knew that he was gonna be part of BIGBY's backstory. Why?
Fear.
Oh, yeah. Now we're talking.
And rage. His terror triggered a cathartic transformation.
Oh, wow. When he reverts back from being a beast, he actually has a chance to straight up heal stress in a way. Assuming they don't take the extra bit of it. Being that walked within my skin couldn't have been me. Oh, now his true potential has been unlocked. Yeah. We are gonna have to sacrifice one of his human skills, though. Is the only thing. I think it will be this one here. Because unfortunately, that as well stresses him out.
This is no place for decent folk.
Great job, thank you. It would be an even greater job if we managed to beat the final boss of this run, though. Let's see what happens. It will happen soon. Can we not rob people for like 2 minutes or so? Wow, they actually listened. They don't want to rob this guy. Worst thing they could do is just leave. This gives us a lot more bang for our buck, even at the chagrin of our local kleptomaniac there.
Without purpose.
Bet. Valorous that they have not fled, indeed.
Let us hope the madman's scrounging has borne fruit.
Ah, yes. Caretaker, I mean the hoarder, once again.
His attention is unfocused, as though he is in two places at once.
We actually might be good on everything. I will get 2 of these, though. Just so that we spend what we got. Let's go to the this way dimension. Not really concerned all that much about stress here, just concerned about making it to the end in one piece.
No swords were drawn. There was only stupefying horror and the catatonic lethargy that follows it.
Ah, yes, perfect. Yeah.
In crisis, no gain is insignificant.
Once more into the breach. Also, I didn't see any shrines of reflection down the rest of the path, unfortunately. So, not too sure whether or not we're gonna be able to finish his backstory. But, oh well. How do we want to do this? Like this, of course. Right. Ah, crud. Probably should have considered where he needs to be effective in his beast form, unfortunately. But oh well. Oh, crud, why do you have this? Because I gave it to him, I realize. Nope. But the one... Like I said, at the very start of the stream, this always happens. The one every single time I don't have his Baldwin's break skill. It's always the one time that I regret it. Ooh, he's got a crit out of nowhere. So... yeah, might as well use it.
Excellent work.
Yeah. Where the heck did all of the laudanum go? I think we used it up, so oh well.
The unrelenting application of violence yields morbid gains.
Everybody absolutely loathes each other, but thankfully it hasn't been that much of a problem thus far. Not to say the same about the last Oblivion Gate fight. Oh crud, and I just realized we've got a repair battle on the way. As I did not consider the fact that we're running into two hazards at once with no armor. Not two hazards at once, but one hazard down both paths. Unless we're able to skip this here. Which I think we will do. Just to save a bit of time. I swear if this is something like a creature layer, I will be very annoyed. But at the same time, we have a chance of avoiding yet another battle, so let's just get this repair battle out of the way. Let's suffer so that we can be done with it. Suffer now so that you don't have to suffer later. Alright, here we go.
Work fast, and fight even faster.
That's man there. Force react him. That's really annoying. Yeah, you know how deliberate that was. That he can no longer use Intimidate before this man here can get his crit off. Good use of a dodge.
Incremental, but deadly all the same.
Owie. Crud with the... Alright, fine. Style of this game is actually pretty good, and I like how they designed each character, like that character that could turn into abuses in your last battle is actually pretty cool how they put into every part of the game and into each character. That's definitely what makes the game more intriguing and fun. "100% agree. Everyone in the game has their own role and purpose and place in the party composition, with not too much overlap. There might be some overlap some places, like the fact that the Crusader and the Hellion, how both their melee skills just both flat out gain extra damage on comboed things, which could be a little bit more engaging than that, I guess you could say. But still, especially with the addition of the hero paths and stuff like that,
A petty hindrance.
they could be as diverse as you want. With that being said, though, when are they gonna add the Houndmaster back and the Arbalist? Who, honestly, I think are the last two heroes to be added to the game, I think. Personally, I prefer the Abomination design in the first game. Like his monster form is kind of like a square. I mean, I'd say it's about on par. Reynold is about to go insane, and there is honestly not too many things we can do about that, because I did not equip a certain skill on him, and depending on how this tick right here goes, how this RNG rolls, we might not have had much of a chance. So crud. Not great. Don't move a muscle. I mean, surely there's gotta be something we can do, right? I don't think there is. Oh well. Well, why? Never frickin' mind hold my tongue. The legend. The myth. The man. In that order, more or less. Hope I didn't blow out the mic or the audio there. I might need to move my face away from the mic just a little bit. Please do your thing.
Relief comes rarely in
Really
these
glad you're not
times.
fixing up the thing.
Savor it.
Man. That being said, though, Baldwin and Jr. are now about to go insane. It's about to be their turn.
Leave the wretches choking on our dust.
Where did you get... Oh yeah, that. Wait a minute, did they changed this? Changed the Warrior's Disease. Now it's... Honestly, it's not as bad as it once was before. But then again, I kind of forgot what it was once before. I also like the detail they put it in and that they did with each scene where they attack each other and they just do a whole scene for it. I don't know, I think it's just pretty cool. That is actually pretty cool.
Facing oblivion.
It's alarming. It's something you really don't expect.
Have you?
It's really cool suddenly seeing your people turn on each other or having their backs in a more positive situation. This might be really good. We might have to do this. Or just go for the torch instead. Or do a fair trade, if you will. I don't think we're going to do that, actually. We're either going to take the repairs or the light. And we've only got one light left. Do we? Oh, we had more. We do have more. Okay, we'll take the repairs. Yeah. We have a whole surplus of combat items, I just realized. Including liquid fresh mountain spring water. Alright, here we go. What do you know, even more? Let's do this. We have no light left. At least till Reno gets his turn. Let's begin. You know what? Yeah, let's see it. Let's see that beast form in action on the next turn. Hey, can you, like, push him, please? Thank you. Ooh, and he's locked back there, too. Let it begin. Holy crud. That is fancy. What stealth? Okay, that is another important thing to consider, is that all the skills just stress him out even more. To the point where it's probably not going to become sustainable. Not probably, it will become unsustainable at some point. I just realized how the music changed after the light came up. Ow, crud. I didn't realize that this game... Ah, man. Okay, well that kind of sucks. But oh well. This will make everybody calm down at least. Never mind, it'll only make him calm down. I did not consider that.
Compassion quiets the howling mind.
Alright, just you and us.
What can we learn upon closer inspection?
Kinda don't want him to be up in our face, though, is the only thing. Let's do a bit of this instead. whole lot at nothing. How about a little more? Just throw everything in the kitchen sink at him at this point. Yeah, might as well use the last one of these. Okay, well that's annoying. Nothing that some spring water won't fix though. Unless we run out of it, of course. Which I didn't realize. I think we've got at least one more of it.
An inkling of potency still lingers in some of these well-worn relics.
This is fun. If you have stealth by default. But nobody here does, I don't think. BIGBY might in one of his paths, but I haven't seen that yet. Don't know how often we're gonna get burned in this last stretch, so I'm just gonna dump that. Once again, everybody is going to absolutely loathe each other by the end of this. So let's make the best out of this bad situation. Plus, it could also always be worse. You know, somebody could have died back there. Like BIGBY. On his first expedition.
There are yet places such as this, where a little light
That's not
still
useful.
gathers.
That's good and bad. That might have some merit, and that's annoying. You have so much milk or a pack at this point. Baldwin is absolutely shaking in his boots.
As vital to
His
survival
blind
as
boots. It
sharpened
is no longer
steel.
blind boots because he is using all that milk up.
The roads are rife with peril. A little protection is always welcome.
That debuff resistance is going to be kind of important, I realize. Especially for this final fight. So let's get rid of all of our bread. Just double down
bit of
on the
comfort.
cheese.
On the road to damnation.
That is all of our currency, though, is the only thing.
Experience, however painful, is the greatest teacher of all.
Kind of tempted to make Reynold a more backline unit, while BIGBY's in the front. The only thing is that's going to require somewhat significant mastery investment, especially since he's got this already aligned. This is nice though. know what? Yeah. Let's get a bit of that. Because I'm really not using her illumination skill all that much. Not using stunning blow at all either. And you know what? Yeah, let's make Reynold a backline unit. He'll go all the way in the back if he needs to. Alright, perfect. Cheese for everyone. Wait, scratch that thought. Cheese for no one. Yeah, BIGBY has this thing. So you're gonna get a bit of that. Ooh, this is gonna be important, I realize. This stun here. Because there's gonna be a lot of stuns in this last fight. And I think we'll give it to whoever needs it the most, honestly. Yeah, I was gonna give it to Baldwin anyway. Alright. I believe we are good to wrap this up.
Relics remind us of a time before
And hopefully
the end.
not get ourselves wrapped up, if you will. Show us those relationships. Just one, really. It's obviously not a good one, but
Resentment.
could have been worse.
The slowest and deadliest poison of them all.
Oh, right, that's very annoying. How that's gonna weaken Baldwin. And this is not all that bad, honestly. Especially up against the boss we're about to fight. That is another thing that I appreciate about Darkest Dungeon 2 compared to Darkest Dungeon 1, like we were talking about earlier,
Failure and
is that spending hours and hours losing hours and hours of progress is not really that much of a thing anymore on characters that you spent hours building and training and all that. Because instead of like tens of hours or so, now it's only like,
emptiness and dissolution.
depending on how long the run is, like 1 to 3 at most. 1 to 3 hours just lost. Or something like that. Let's do this. I agree with the line he just said, experience is definitely the best teacher, no matter how painful. That's what actually helps you through deeper level, because you go through stuff that's actually builds character and strength in your life and helps you see did you know that that one kid with the microphone reminded me of that. But yes, that is absolutely true. This game is all about self-reflection and facing your failures, if you will. And understanding that you are not a prisoner of your past, as the man himself says. Also, I forgot to put Reynold in the back line, crud. We got the next best thing, though, and that's doing a bit of this.
Weaken them, that another may finish the work.
Please move this one back. Thank you. And I forgot to give Junia a brother skill that I just upgraded. Crud. We should get the party started nonetheless. Ouch.
Steady yourself.
Oh, that was actually good that he didn't move back. That. Let the carnage commence. Also, the music sounds great too. Saying it sounds great is honestly an understatement, because Stuart Chatwood has been in the game for... I actually forgot what year the Prince of Persia game came out, but ever since then, it's just been non-stop bangers, as they say, left and right. And the whole soundtrack is on Spotify too. And I may or may not have his entire Darkest Dungeon collection in my just everything playlist.
Small reprieve from this carousel of horrors.
I hate it when you do that. A whole lot of nothing. Except for stress, that's kind of... Womp. Nice one.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
Don't need to worry about this bozo anymore. Perfect. Almost perfect. See ya. Alright, we're gonna wrap this up and then we're out of here. And I'm hopefully going to remember to actually switch out the right skills and all that. For realsies this time. Alright, I was just gonna switch this out with this. And these will be the necessary combat items we need. Right, all you do is just there. Now he's in the back line. We are ready. We are ready for the final challenge. Final challenge of Act 1, at the very least. So, theoretically, this should be maybe a cakewalk, but let's see.
The Nightmare Gate is revealed. Beyond
Hey, benches, if only we could use them.
eternal nihility and non-existence.
Let us begin then.
Pity the great denier, chained by its own command.
Not that bad for first round debuff, not gonna lie. Every game I've heard has such awesome music. I feel like for every step and stage in the game, it's cool that they pour so much time into it, like it really adds to everything. Indeed, it does. In fact, I honestly judge a game very, very much on its music and sound design. It's not something I actively look for in a game, but if it has that, if it scratches that, that itch, like some games, like say, best examples would be Terraria, obviously, Minecraft for the nostalgia value. Let's see, Shogun Showdown, which is a game that recently came out. It's a roguelike game, very fun, very awesome soundtrack and all that. Did come out pretty close to Balatro, unfortunately. So, you know, nobody's really talking about it as much as that game, which is unfortunate. But if a game has good music and sound design, like FTL, Into the Breach, other indie games like that, then it has a very good chance of becoming a favorite. Or Legend of Zelda, that too, definitely. I've actually been playing a lot of Breath of the Wild lately. And what little music there you do hear in that game is always, it's a treat. Go first, the one that blocks moves. I mean, technically they all block moves, but let's see. Which one of these blocks, like, attacks again, or something? Blocks melee attacks. Which, yeah, is that one. So we need to kill that one. What's how? I think I know how. Kill.
A breakthrough.
Don't be stunned or I'll be very mad. Okay, good. Use a bit of that. Please be a crit or something. Thank you for dodging that. That would have been bad. Would be cool if you got the vulnerability. Oh, heck yes. I was actually completely joking. Yeah. This is a good start. Right, I didn't even need to use that. Whoops. Oh well. Okay, it's a good thing this one didn't get its move to act. In fact, finish him. I think. Almost. Ah, come on. One off. Why? Oh yeah, that's why. Babysit Baldwin here because he's about to go insane. Oh, well, Holy Lance is a range skill, isn't it? Right. Crud, that was not the right skill to use. Oh well. Wanted to do Inspiring Cry instead. Okay, good. I did keep Hugh on him, so do a bit of damage to the other one. Take one of these guys out. Theoretically, though, things might get a bit spicier here. how many times can you transform in a single battle? Might as well find out, just for the sake of everyone's sanity. Okay, who's next, I realize.
Observe the subject carefully, and you will discover its weaknesses.
No health. No healing is kind of annoying. So let's deal with that. Uh-oh. Oh yes. Oh yes, here comes the slam dunk.
The mind's grasp grows tenuous.
Don't miss. Threat. Oh, that's bad. Okay, that's handy. That's actually really good. Who could use some debuff resistances? You, definitely. About to say, why is this doing basically nothing? And I realized, yeah, bad relationship is why. But still, damage is still damage. That being said, Junior might be going insane here right about now. Unless
Compassion quiets the howling mind.
finish that one. It's a really good thing these two weren't even injured, or else that heal would have been a lot more meaningful than it already wasn't. Baldwin old consecrations. Ouch. Holy crud, man. Right when we used our last tonic. Yeah, this one. E. Almost there, indeed. Now, if I'm being completely honest, this honestly doesn't really mean all that much. The fact that I'm doing this, I guess you could say, but the extra candles are nice, and plus we're experiencing BIGBY's backstory. Ouch.
Steady yourself.
So many tokens, it's hard to keep track of everything. Sucks that they get to go first, though. Okay, our turn. Even with the blindness, didn't mean anything. See ya.
At last, the world's mind is free to remember a time before the cancerous corruption.
Heck yeah. And that's that.
Success, so long pursued, is rewarded only with creeping revelation.
It's still hilarious to me how on Bigby's first expedition it was with 3 other religious heroes. Which of course, way back in the day was not a thing that was possible.
An ocean of emptiness, slowly swallowing the world.
That was a pretty considerable amount of... That was a pretty considerable amount of candles too.
Look to those who have known fear and failure in ample portion.
I still have no idea how these memories work. Actually, no, I do have an idea. It's just that I never really use them. Because you never know when you're gonna take heroes on consecutive expeditions.
These are beaten, broken souls. And yet
How much more to fill this out? We could actually just straight up max them out right now. Just like I did with the Crusader. And like I haven't done with the Duelist, which I should probably do sometime. And also with the Flashland, which I should definitely do sometime. Oh wow, that could be handy. Alrighty. Tell you, wow. 2 hours, about exactly. Now, I was actually going to say maybe I would have streamed a bit of the Kingdoms game mode. But for me, it is getting a bit late. And maybe I'll do it in another stream. Maybe, I don't know. Do I want to do back-to-back streams, live streams of this game, like I did with the Binding Blade update? Maybe. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Just so that I'm not fighting myself on what to do, I will take a quick look at the Kingdoms game mode on the air, and then I think I'll call it for the time being. Vendetta. No, I probably should have read that. Yeah. This is pretty cool, though. The fact that enemies haven't even been revealed yet. There's teachers on the brink of destruction. New and terrifying forces rally their strength and attempt to seize upon the vulnerable population. Some of the party complete the quest to destroy the enemy leader before time runs out. Yeah. I guess this is technically the closest thing we get to I guess Hamlet management from the first game. Kingdom is under siege. Beasts of horrors stampede through the country in wanton herds. Striking with swift ferocity, they spread chaos, poison, and death. As the land trembles to the drumbeat of thundering hooves, refugees flock to the inns. Those are some gnarly designs. Oh wow. Tenants, 4 underground travel, 5 camps, 24 regions. Let's do it. Oh, here we go. It goes beyond Stygian, Blood Moon, of course, and then custom. Eat. Oh, that's nice. It's nice that they have, you can allow custom rules, specifically around the hero death system. But let's just go with this for the time being. Ah, man, I didn't get to use the I didn't get to use the Doritos play of the day like I wanted to.
A beacon for the broken and the battered.
So you know what? It's just gonna be here. This is gonna be here in the center of the screen. Can't change my mind. Here we go. 4 heroes in time. In time, right stage with the forge act. Okay, cool. Yup. Yup. Cool. We've got nothing. No skills or paths at all. Understandable. Let's go. Let's just start with the usual suspects. It's so much better with the Doritos play of the day thing.
The flame. Sacred and sputtering.
Escalation.
The last hope for us all.
I imagine that's only going to escalate further. Okay, this is all relatively just tutorials from the base game by the looks of it. So tell you what, I think I will get to the inn that is under siege, and then I'll call it a night from there. Okay, I can't take this seriously with the Doritos play of the day anymore. I'll just keep it up there, out of sight and out of mind.
Remains discarded in the midday sun.
Hey, hello.
Hot, sticky smell of rot.
This is new music, isn't it? Ooh. Ooh, hang on. Hang on just a second. Is this on Spotify yet? I need to know. This surely cannot be the only track that is available. Okay, no, it doesn't look like it. Oh well.
Analysis.
Let's see, these guys. New guys. I just realized Dismas doesn't have point blank shots. These two can dance around like that, though, at the very least. Who's supposed to get the crit there? Wait, what do you know? These things are back. And just like before, whoever's in the front line is most likely gonna get them. Ooh, don't have to worry about that, at the very least. Is this the inn that is under siege? Yes, it is. How hilarious would it be if it was only under siege by just 4 things and nothing else? Or 3 things.
Fight harder alongside leaders they admire.
Good to know. Kill the big guy first. I do believe we have the means for those memes. Tutorial.
Slow suffering begins.
Pretty sure you're not the one who's supposed to be blighted, but oh well. Why? That's fun. Don't know if that's going to be in the vanilla game.
Humbled by exposure and neglect, this ramshackle inn is a welcome sight, nevertheless.
Secure the safety of the kingdom, you must complete quests and set leader of the horde before the day limit runs out. All quest steps are communicated on item descriptions. Read them carefully. Got it. Ah yes, of course. It's not Darkest Dungeon without a terrible start.
A new dawn. A new disaster. Our position is under threat.
Oops. Oh wow. Okay, before I get too deep into this, I did say that I would wrap this up after that last id battle. This definitely does look pretty interesting, and it will, I imagine this will scratch that itch that people have been missing for more Hamlet management that was absent in the first game. I guess this looks less like a roguelike mode and more like, you know, an actual ongoing campaign mode. Just much shorter by the looks of it. Still, this looks very promising. I will be getting back to this. Don't know if it's going to be another stream, probably on my own. Another art stream on Wednesday is probably going to happen before then. But still, let's see, there's the, boom. Just so that I don't get fished in anymore. It's already 2 hours and 12 minutes. That was a lot of fun. And BIGBY, I'm just gonna, okay, get out of here. Get out of here, Doritos play of the day. That was a lot of fun. And BIGBY was very cool to see. Again, surrounded by 3 religious heroes, even funnier. And that was with the one path that I don't even think I was supposed to take him on with. But either way, I'm happy to have played a game on this channel again, and I hope to play some more of them again as well. Like I said, it's probably going to happen after the next art stream happens. And I've yet to decide on what to play. It's either going to be Darkest Dungeon 2 again, or Minecraft as a joke, probably. Or maybe I'll get around to playing that big old XCOM 2 mod list that I want to try out for a while. But until then, thanks to everyone for sticking around. Thanks to Searchy and Star Butterfly and Leonardo Serpuro specifically. You people are the best. Everybody is the best. Of course. So until next time, I'll see everybody later. Have a very good night. Have a good one.